What's up, AnimeBall Z fans? Criddle and Ray here with Stephanie Young, the voice behind Nico Robin from One Piece. Yay! Oh, it's our third One Piece voice actor. I'm so happy.
You like One Piece, don't you?
I like One Piece. It's fantastic.
You have such good taste.
It is a fantastic series.
It really is.
Did you sort of know what you were getting into when you got into that role? Like, did you realise, oh, by the way, this is like a 600 episode series and it's still only about halfway through?
Right, which is so fantastic. But when I auditioned for it, I knew that it was an ongoing series.
Yep.
That it would be a commitment, which, you know, it's not often that we get opportunities like that. So it was very exciting. And it was also a bit terrifying because we knew that the Japanese were going to be listening to our voices and selecting the actors.
Yeah.
So when I went into audition for Robin, I fell in love with her poster right away. I didn't know much about the show before. I'll admit, I didn't.
No research beforehand?
Right? No. Sometimes because we get too attached, and if you don't get the role you really want, then you know it can be a big letdown. I just saw her picture and I thought, oh, I want to be that one. I want to be that one. And then I read her lines and I said, oh, I really want to be this one. And then went through it and had to come back again and audition a second time. They basically had callbacks for a few of the characters. Yeah. So I went back in again, read again, and then finally, I mean, it was probably a couple of months, which normally we audition, it's a week of auditions and then you find out. Yeah. This was like a couple of months. So then found out that I was on board as Robin and was so excited. Started recording the show, and it was also odd recording a show you knew another group had worked on.
Yeah, because you guys started at the Skype arc,
recorded
all of that, and then went back and did from episode 1. Yeah,
that was crazy.
That's unusual.
It's like flying here to Australia from Dallas, Texas, and trying to figure out time and space, sort of. But you know, that was an interesting process to do that, but a little terrifying, but good. And once we got our legs under us and felt like we were getting all of our characters. Nice.
Thank you.
Like it. So it's been great, and to live with a character for years like this is wonderful. And I've missed her because we've been on a bit of a hiatus, and then we've come back, and now we're working on the Water 7 arc.
You are going to love this arc, especially with Robin's character development in this arc.
Yeah, it's already happening, and just the exploring some of the dark side, and it's wonderful. Yeah. So that's very exciting.
Another character that you're very well known for voicing is Arachna from Soul Leader.
Right.
And she is probably one of the most evil, word I probably can't say during this interview, that I've ever seen.
Bleep.
Was there any sort of preparation that you needed to go through in order to get into the mindset of her?
Just to be myself. No. I have to say, when I watched Arachne in the booth on the screen and saw her, I like to watch my characters move. I'm a very kinetic person and very in touch with movement. And when you see how someone moves, that can really affect the voice. You know, if you're running, that's going to affect your voice. If your objective is to seduce or to control, that's a different type of voice and movement. But watching her move and just how she was dressed, and then of course she's always holding a glass of red wine, which I love that about her. She's wonderful. She's wonderfully evil. And so it was, nice to be able to delve into a character that had, this smooth tone to her voice. And I do a lot of lower, smoother females, but because she was the evil smooth, it was so decadent and wonderful. I loved going into those sessions. It was like drinking a glass of red wine, voicing that character.
So you've done all sorts of weird characters. You've got Nico Robin, who can be a bit of a sadistic sort of character. You've got Arachne, who is sadistic as well. And you've got Junko from Desert Punk. It seems to be a bit of a trend for you.
What are you saying?
You've been a little bit typecast. You obviously you're able to act very well because you get cast into roles that are nothing like you.
Nice recovery.
Thank you.
Very good. I do have this niche for these very strong women.
Strong female characters.
They're very strong.
That's my wording.
There you are. They're very assertive, and they're very somewhat conniving at times, but using their womanly wiles at times. But Junko was just a party. In the booth with her, recording that voice. It was my first major lead character that I had booked, and was just so silly, but at the same time very calculating, and I love that about her. And I had never worked on a show where we actually had this glossary. We had as many terms for her strongest assets. I don't know how else to say that. But anyway, there was this running list
Yeah, she was very what's the
Well endowed.
word?
Well endowed.
Well endowed.
Well endowed. Yeah,
Yes,
that's the word.
yes.
Yeah.
So we had so many different terms to
Yeah.
talk about that. But you know, I don't think I've ever cracked up in the booth as much as with her character. It's again, it's like being in the mind of a 13-year-old boy
Yeah.
at all times, and it was fun. I liked it. It
Well,
was good.
on that fantastic note, we're going to have to draw to a close, unfortunately.
Oh, my crazy ladies.
Thank you so much for your time here. I hope
Sure.
you're enjoying Melbourne.
I love Melbourne. I love Australia.
Is it your
And
first
they're going first time here.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a very hard time
Sending you
dragging me on the
Well,
plane.
Hopefully we see you come back into Melbourne sometime soon.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Would love to.
Anyway, this has been Stephanie Young on another interview with AnimeBallZ. I am Criddle, this is Ray, and we will catch you guys on the flip side.
Okay then.
AnimeBallZ.
Are you ready to go whenever you want? What's up, AnimeBallZ fans? Criddle and